Remote sensing is an art and science of obtaining information about an object or features without physically coming in contact with the object or features. Okay. Remote sensing means what? You have to collect the data without contact with respect to an object which is some distances. Then it is called as a remote sensing. Whatever data is collected, it is in the form of the image form, right? So in the day by day life, we are using the same remote sensing. The examples are that is smell, okay, and hearing the some sound. By observing the smell and by observing the sound, right? Then we have to assume that this is the sound. By observing sound, we have to assume that this is the sound from the with respect to object. And smell in the kitchen, we are getting day by day, we are using that. Okay. So the remote sensing concept is it is an old concept, but it is practicing in the day by day in the life here. Okay. For this remote sensing, in the process of for collecting the information, it is collected with respect to information or measurements by using a electromagnetic radiation, that is EMR, that is from the earth surface. These are the EMR are reflected or emitted from the earth surface. Then whatever the satellite with respect to stations, remote sensing stations, these emitted radiations will be collected from with respect to sensors. Then it will give the with respect to image form, right? Then for with respect to collecting of the information with respect to material, for material to material or object to object, the reflection rate will be different, because for example, if we are hitting with respect to waves to the building, the some of the waves will be absorbed by the building and some of the waves will be reflected towards the back to the sky. Similarly, if you are hitting the water, the some of the waves will be passing into the water and some of the waves will be reflected back. Then what will happen? Whatever the reflected waves are there, the energy will be different by different of waves and with respect to different of material. By identifying that one, we can find out the whatever the particular object. Okay, so this is about the remote sensing. Then how it is working, means principle of working of a remote sensing. Okay, as I told, whatever the different objects and reflect of the emit or amounts of energy will be different, as well as a bands also there. Okay, that is bands means it is a different types of electromagnetic waves. Okay, so here whatever the waves will be collected here with respect to stations. So in this object from A station, okay, it is the emission of electromagnetic radiations. Here whatever the electromagnetic radiations are emission at this station. So in this here whatever the EMR radiations will be emitted. For example of this, here we are taking the sun as the source of our EMR radiations. Electromagnetic waves are from the sun is our source here. Then whatever the transmission of energy from the source of the object, whatever the B is there, from here whatever the waves will be coming here to the earth surface, these are the transmission of energy in the form of the different energy and source of the object. Okay, then this will be hit to with respect to object. Then some of the waves will be absorbed by the object and some of them will be reflected, okay, towards the sky. Absorbed by the some of the object will be, that is C point, and reflected rays will be act as a, that is D. The D, whatever the waves are there from, that is D, these are the transmission reflected waves. With respect to object, the energy of this with respect to waves will be different. These will be collected in the sensors here. This is for example, this is the satellite here. it is attached with the remote sensing sensors. Then these sensors will be collected these reflected waves, right? After that, at this point, these energy will be collected by the sensors in the form of the photographic or non-photographic sensors. Maybe it will be photographic sensors will be there, or non-photographic sensors will be there in this station, that is E station. Then later, the whatever data collected by these sensors are there, these will be transferred to this ground stations, okay, in the form of the photographic or non-photographic. Then these are transferred to these are the ground stations, okay. These are collected by with respect to transfer from this sensors. Then automatically at this station, ground station, it will be processing the data into the digital or hard copy of the image. The whatever transfer by the sensors, whatever the wave data is there, it is collected here. Then the digital processing, then we will getting the either digital digital image or hard copy image. Then we are getting the like this by using this data, hard copy or the image copy. By using this one, you can analyze the data here. Okay, this is the process of the principle of remote sensing, right? So here in the remote sensing, there are two different types of remote sensing are there. One is passive remote sensing and another one is active remote sensing. In the case of passive remote sensing, the source of energy is the naturally available on the surface of the earth, that is example is sun, okay. Most of the remote sensing systems work on this passive remote sensing energy only, because of it is using the natural source of energy, that is solar energy, as a EMR radiations. These solar energy will be reflected to the targets from after hitting the targets. Then with respect to specific wavelength, bands are recorded in the sensors of the instrument, okay. Then whatever this one will be, remaining process is there, digital image processing will be there, okay. But coming to the here, that is active remote sensing. In the case of active remote sensing, the energy is generated and sent from the remote sensing platform towards the target. Then whatever the energy will be hit on with respect to selected targets, and it is reflected back to the same target stations, and it is recorded by the sensors here. So here whatever the energy is sent from it is generated here only, it is transmitted from this station only to the object, and it is hit back to the same stations. This recorded by the reflected waves are there, these are recorded by the sensors here, okay. This is called as the active remote sensing. So in the example, day by day we are practicing passive or active remote sensing. For example, so if you are taking the pictures or image or photo from the mobile, okay, you know that in the mobile it is a flashlight is there, right? So if your flashlight is off, you are taking the picture, okay. Whatever the mobile will be using the whatever sunlight is there, it is medium for the taking the picture. This is called as a, for example, it is passive remote sensing. Suppose you are taking the same picture by using a flashlight, okay. So here flashlight will be from the mobile only, it will hit on the object and it is hit back to the mobile, then it will collect with respect to image, and it will show after processing with respect to object image here. So this is one of the example that is active remote sensing, that is with flashlight photo as without flashlight photo. These are one of the simple normal day by day normal example for the passive or active remote sensing. Then coming to this one, this is remote sensing platform. Okay. For setup of the instrument, we can set up over the with respect to ground stations as well as a aerial and spaceborne remote sensing platforms are there. Okay. So here they are classified into three platforms. One is at a ground level, another one is aerial, and another one is spaceborne. Ground level means the whatever the instrument will be set up with respect to stand at a some height. Then with respect to taking the pictures, then it will collect the data here, right? Then coming to the aerial remote sensing, they are classified in the aerial remote sensing platform. One is the low altitude and another is high altitude. For example, the low altitude means it is example of the balloons and helicopters. It is the flying on the with a shorter distance from the surface of the earth. Okay. The remaining aeroplane and jets, whatever are there, these are the high altitudes are there. If you attach the with respect to remote sensing instrument to these aeroplanes or jets, then it is called as these are the coming under the high altitude aerial remote sensing. Then last one is spaceborne remote sensing. For example of spaceborne, these are the satellites are there. Okay, or GIS or polar orbit satellites. Okay, these are the one of the examples of the spaceborne remote sensing platforms. Okay, these are the main three types of platforms for the remote sensing. Next one is last part of this remote sensing, that is image interpretation technique. So image interpretation technique, first you have to understand what is the meaning of image remote sensing, image interpretation technique here. So image interpretation technique is, it is an extraction of qualitative as well as a quantitative information in the form of the map or shape of the structure, shape or location, structural or function, quality or condition, and relationship between with respect to objects by using a human knowledge or with some experience. Okay. Image interpretation means what? After taking the image from the remote sensing data, okay, either it is in the digital form or it is a hard copy. By using that image, you have to extract the data here. You have to collect that, whether it is what are the structures are there, what are the area it is covered with, the forest area is there, or cultivated land is there, or buildings are there, what types of roads are there. Okay, so you have to collect the information. This process is there. This process is called as a image interpretation techniques. Okay, so before the continuation, just understand, after the taking this remote sensing some data, it will create the image form. For creating this image form, it is using the three main colors. One is the red, another one is the blue, another one is the green here. Okay, they are making that instrument with respect to object, it will show the with respect to colors, that is red, blue and green. Okay, in that, by using these colors, they are whatever the image will be composite of the two classifications. One is true color composite color will be there, or false color composite will be there. So first we have to see true color composite means what? If the whatever the image is taken on the earth surface, with respect to object, colors will be taking the same color. For example, if you are taking the whatever the object is there, it is showing the red color as a red color or blue color as a blue color only. It's showing that in the image form. Then it is called as a true color composite. Okay, false color means it is opposite. It is not showing the red color as a red color. It is showing the either blue or green, or either blue color, it is not showing the blue color, it is showing the red or green line. This is called as a false color composite method. Okay, so for example of these two, okay, for example of these two, that is Suppose if you are taking the remote sense image on the surface of the vegetation. For example, vegetation means it is cultivated land or agriculture land, okay, or forest area is there. For this area, it is printed on the image in the form of the green color, right? If you are showing the with respect to area in the green, so it will show it was shown to the green color only. So in that condition, it is not showing the green color, then it is called as a false color composite. If it is showing the green color same only, then it is called as a true color composite, right? So next here, the process of the image interpretation, there are two main classifications are there, okay. One is visual interpretation and second one is digital interpretation technique. Visual interpretation means what? You can select the data or extract the data from the image by using a human's eye, right? Then human's eye better skill for the visual interpretation. By seeing that with respect to image, you can collect the data. But whatever our eyes are there, it is poor in the spectral interpretation. Spectral interpretation means what? Whatever some rays are there, it is not identified by our human eyes. That is gamma rays, X-rays. These are not identified our eyes. So that is, it is poor in the, our eyes will be poor in the spectral interpretation. For this problem, you can eliminate by using the digital interpretation. These are by the computers. These are the digital interpretation will be by the computers only. Okay, this is called as a digital interpretation. So here in the image interpretation, before the collecting data, you have to find out the objects with respect to some elements are there for identification of the with respect to object on the photograph or image. Okay, they are classified as some that some elements are there or some keys are there for identifying the with respect to particular data here. Okay, so here first one we start with the shape. Shape means shape of the natural features will be like ponds, lakes, rivers, stream, etc. is irregular boundary here. Okay. For example, if it is you are taking the picture on the pond or lake, pond will be in the form of the irregular boundary shape in a circular. Lakes will be there, again it is a longer distance. Okay, long narrow stretches are there. Similarly, suppose if we are taking the structurals here. Suppose you are taking the pictures on the buildings. The buildings will be showing either it is rectangular or square, or maybe it will be in the some of the grounds will be showing the circular shape here. Okay, so by identifying the with respect to object or shape of the structure, you can identify the object here. Okay, similarly, next coming to the tone and color. Tone is the whiteness or blackness of the any color, like pink is the brightened tone of red color and maroon color is the darker tone of the red color. Okay, similarly, for example, this one I will explain here. Suppose you are taking the pictures on the dry sand. Okay, suppose you are taking the pictures on the dry sand, it will appear in a white color. Okay, but if you are same taking the pictures on the wet sand, then this will be appear in the black color, because whatever the dry sand, all the energy will be, whatever the waves will be hit on that one, it will be reflected to the same energy. But coming to the wet sand, whatever the waters are there in the pores of the sand, these will be absorbed the some of the waves, then it is only smaller energy waves will be reflected towards the back to the sensors here. So that is the one of the tone and color of the example here. Okay, this is about the tone and color. Next is texture. Texture means, suppose taking the pictures on the surface of the road, whatever surface of the road will be always used in the form of the smooth textures will be there. Then you can identify this one is the, at its example is it will be road or grassland or etc. If the surface of the will be there, it is not a smooth texture or uneven surfaces or fixtures are there, then we can identify this will be either hilly or mountainous terrain is there. Okay, this will be depend upon the altitude of sensors and scale of the image here. Altitude means it is the height of the with respect to platform here. Next one is pattern. Okay. Pattern is resulting in geometric shape or geometric arrangement of a man-made or natural features. For example, buildings, roads, or any sports area or sports grounds or bridges like that. Okay, these are identified by using a patterns here. Next important is shadow. Shadow means what? Suppose you are taking there is one pole is there, electrical pole or mobile tower is there. If you are taking that picture on the top of that object, then what will happen? It's showing the one circular or one point only. Okay, then it is not possible to identify that one. Instead of that one, you have to identify the surrounding shadow here with respect to tower. Okay, then what will happen? It is showing the tower here. For example, if you are okay, suppose this is the pole here. Okay, if you are taking the picture from desktop, it will print on the image will be at a one point only. Okay, due to effect of this one, it is not possible to identify whether it is pole or not. Then you are identifying the only point here. So that's why you have to always note down the surrounding shadow of this object. It will show some shadow will be there. If your sunlight is here like this, the shadow will be printed like this. Then you can identify this one. This will be our pole here. Okay, whatever the point is here, you can identify the shadow of with respect to object. Okay, then this shadow will be depend upon the viewing angle of sensors or positions of the sun at time of the exposure or size of the object. Viewing angle of sensor means if you are taking the top of the object, you can get the only point here. If you are taking the pictures here, okay, then whatever the image will be there, sensors will be there, hit on the like this. So this is also depend upon here, and positions of the sun. So sensors will be depend upon the sunlight. Shadow will be in the different sides. Then size of the object. If a smaller size is there, it is not identified by with respect to stations here. Okay, this is about the shadow here. These are some keynotes for the identifying the visual interpretation. The next one is digital image processing. It is digital image interpretation. So as you know that humans are expert in the visual interpretation by using with respect to keynotes. Just we have discussed in the previous slides. Okay, but weak in the spectral. In that condition, we are going with the computers. But computers are only experts in the spectral interpretation, but zero in the visual interpretation ability. Okay, then here in the visual interpretation technique, it will take the lot of time for the identifying with respect to data on the image processors. So that's why you can, if you are going to the digital image processing by using a computer, you can immediately at a shorter time you can collect the data with respect to quality as well as a quantity. Okay, so this is about the digital image processing.